Hey there folks, welcome back to Erector Master's Toolbox Talk. Today, we're talking about hand safety for scaffold workers, the folks who keep our cities standing tall. Whether you're building a skyscraper or just putting up some scaffolding for a little home repair, your hands are your most important tools. We're talking about the kind of work where a slip of the hand can mean a long fall, and that's no joke, so stick around as we get our hands dirty, metaphorically speaking, and learn about the importance of gloves and hand safety on the job site. First things first, let's talk about fit. You wouldn't believe how many folks I see wearing gloves 2 sizes too big, or worse, trying to squeeze into a pair that's cutting off their circulation. Gloves that don't fit right are about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. You need gloves that fit snugly, like a second skin. A loose glove can get caught on something, and that's the last thing you want when you're hanging 100 feet in the air. Get yourself a pair of gloves that fit like a handshake. Firm, comfortable, and ready to get to work. Now, not all gloves are created equal. Just like you wouldn't use a wrench to hammer in a nail, you wouldn't use the same gloves for every job on a scaffold. Think about the hazards you face on a daily basis. Are you dealing with sharp edges, heavy machinery, or electrical components? Each of these situations calls for a different type of glove. Cut-resistant gloves are a must-have if you're working with anything that could slice you up. And if you're working with electricity, you need a good pair of insulated gloves to keep those jolts at bay. Chapter 3. Show your gloves some love. A good pair of work gloves is an investment, but just like any good tool, they need a little TLC every now and then. Check for any rips, tears, or holes before you put them on. A frayed seam might not seem like a big deal, but it could be the difference between a close call and a trip to the ER. When you're done with your gloves for the day, store them properly in a dry place, away from direct sunlight or heat. A little bit of care goes a long way. Chapter 4. Know your risks. Choose wisely. Take the time to learn about the specific risks associated with your job. Read the safety guidelines, talk to your supervisor, and don't be afraid to ask questions. There are tons of resources available to help you make informed decisions about your safety gear. The more you know about the hazards you face, the better equipped you'll be to choose the right gloves to protect yourself. Chapter 5. Inspect and protect every single day. We're all busy, but taking a few extra seconds to inspect your gloves before each use could save you a whole lot of trouble down the line. Make it a habit. Just like you check your harness or your ropes, give your gloves a quick once-over. Make sure they're still in good condition and ready to do their job, protecting your hands. Because at the end of the day, your hands are your livelihood. So, let's all pledge to take care of them. Outro, stay safe out there. Well folks, there you have it. Remember, your hands are your most valuable tools. Invest in a good pair of gloves, choose the right gloves for the job, inspect them regularly, and don't be afraid to replace them when they're worn out. And most importantly, look out for each other out there. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time on Erector Master's Toolbox Talk.